Hey, you guys, let's go ahead and get some messages from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. I went ahead and pulled some cards, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Bottom of the deck, we have Akasha, and it says, your guidance is divinely guided. And so, because I see this in the other deck that I pulled by the book, and it talks about your guidance is divinely guided, and then you also have the deep knowing. You know that you're being guided. And this is all part of the Akashic records. Wherever it is that you are being led right now, even if it's like you're going one way and all of a sudden you're being, shot back in a different direction, just know that that's exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Even if it feels like you're taking one step forward and 10 steps back, you're not. I feel what I'm getting out of this is it's like, for a lot of you, you're trying to hold yourself back from something. And for some of you, it's like you're trying to hold yourself back from making a choice of what you need to do next. And I feel like you have a deep knowing that a decision does need to be made. And either way, this decision's going to be made for you. For some of you, I think that this could have something to do with November, December time. I'm getting a few dates here, 12/13, so December 13th. I'm also getting November 13th, okay? That could also be a date for some of you. So look between, now and November, December time frame, because I do feel like something is going to be shifting for you. For some of you, this is a change in the wind. This is where you are packing up your home and moving, okay? You're packing up your life and you're going cross country and I feel, for a lot of you, it's like you've been stagnant. When I look at the number 12 here, it's like you're kind of in limbo, and you know that for some of you, you may have to travel back somewhere, because I do get these two cards of someone traveling back to another place, okay? And then you may have to go backward before you can move forwards. So you may have to go back to a place that you've been, and that's not surprising because we do have Mercury retrograde next month, actually. So that could bring people back, or that could take you back to a place that you have. For some of you, it could even take you back home. Maybe you're out traveling. Maybe you're out traveling right now. You've been out traveling for a few months. I know for me, I was off traveling the island for 7 months. I was on the mainland for 7 months since February, and now it's brought me back. And who knows where the universe is going to take me next, but I have a deep knowing that something is coming, and I'm willing to just do it because I know that it's part of the Akashic records. So it's almost like, don't try to look at it from a more spiritual perspective of if you're being asked to do something, just go with it. There's no point in trying to dig your heels in. It's like I see him walking, I see him taking the change in the wind. This guy in the background is walking away, and this is where you're trying to stay stuck. You're trying to keep yourself tied down, but the thing is you need to get walking. You need to get going. So I feel like, for some of you, I'm definitely getting pack light. Maybe it's time for you to start, getting rid of some stuff. I see maybe even for some of you, I'm getting like where you get yourself a motorhome and you travel. Backpacking in Europe. I get this major travel vibe. And I think someone here maybe you're tired of traveling. Maybe you're just tired of it and you're like really thinking, okay, what's next? What's next? I'm also getting somebody here like going on a safari. That's what I just heard. Somebody going on a safari. Maybe to the zoo. Somebody's making a plan to go to the zoo. I'm also getting Egypt here. But yeah, I'm getting monkeys and lions and, zebras and elephants and, maybe for some of you, like I said, it could be, desert. You're going to the desert where there's a desert climate. You could be going to Arizona, going through Arizona. I'm just getting you traveling through a lot of different terrain. And if that's not it, it's like it's metaphorically, you're doing a lot of traveling in the ethereal realms. I'm definitely getting, for some of you, this is about you traveling in the ethereal. This is about your dream space. I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you astro travel. Somebody here is definitely astro traveling. And I could definitely see you getting a lot of wisdom from your higher self, your guides, your angels, I'm getting the owl here too. So a lot of higher wisdom. I feel like also running into someone that could give you some type of a different perspective. I'm definitely getting someone here needing a different perspective. So, asking for advice. Someone here could be 43. Your birthday could be on any one of these dates that I called out. November 12th. November 13th, you could be turning 43. That doesn't mean that these messages are not for you, but your birthday could also be on December 11th or December 13th. These could be favorite numbers of yours as well. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's get a postcard from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit has to say. All right, Spirit, what else do you have to say about this? I'm definitely getting somebody here is needing to make a decision. There is a decision that's, about what you're going to do next. And there's going to have to be an ending of some sort. And I think that you know that it's coming up. Dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally. See, we talk about the world. So somebody here I feel like is like going to be traveling the world. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan. Loving you always and forever. So yeah, I feel like Spirit has a plan. That's why you're being divinely guided right now. So it's almost like, wear the world loosely. It's right now more than ever. It's like, people are disconnecting from stuff. They're disconnecting from this matrix, right? Like for me, I'm not connected to the matrix, but by very small amounts. The only debt that I have is my car. I don't have a house payment. I don't have rent. I don't have mortgage. I don't have any of that. I literally have a car payment, and that is the only thing that keeps me connected to the matrix. Other than that, I'm footloose and fancy free. So it's almost like, and people might look down on that. And then there's other people who are like, man, you were so freaking lucky. It's like, because what? You're playing the everyday grind of life, right? Trying to collect more. Less is more at this point. Less is more. At the end of the day, people say, oh, I'm going to buy a house. No, your house owns you. Your house now owns you. You can't just get up and go whenever you please unless you've got, lots of money in the fucking bank, which I don't know a whole lot of people that do. I mean, I know people that can. But at the end of the day, you're still connected. And at any point in time, if you forget to pay your property taxes, boom, the government comes in and wipes out your freaking home in the first place. So again, you don't own it. It can burn down, but you don't own it. So it's like pack light. I know a lot of people who are going into like where they're getting motor homes or tiny homes and getting a little plot of land and growing their own farms and, and having their own cattle and chickens, right? Because I'm seeing a lot of animals here. So it's like, I feel like you are being guided. And it might be taking you a while to get to whatever destination of where you're headed. And it's like, it's not a straight line. We have Venus getting ready to move into Sagittarius. And, we're going into Scorpio season. So there's a lot going on here. And the fact that Scorpio is showing up here, this is about really getting to the nitty gritty of certain situations. Okay? About where you're going. Endings that need to be made. You're going to have to let something go in order for you to be able to move into a new direction. And I'm definitely getting somebody here moving. Thinking about moving. You have a deep knowing that, something's coming. You may not know the direction of where you're headed, but spirit knows. And all you have to do is trust it. Be in the flow, like this postcard talks about. Being in the flow of life, being in the flow of spirit, not being so attached to a specific outcome of how you think it should be. Spirit knows how it should be. All you have to do is be willing to go. Go. Don't try to tie yourself down to anything. You're not tied to anything. Look how loose he can pull down that stick. He can pull down the stick, but the monkey here, is tricking him into believing that he can't go anywhere. No, you're stuck here. No, you're not. And you know deep down inside that that's bullshit. I'm going to leave that here. Subject to interpretation. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. I love you guys all so much, and we will chat again soon. Take care.